Hello again, this is Darth Vadad on YouTube, or MacDorjeans in Destiny 2, which is what I'm playing now. As you can see from my mouse pointer jumping around the screen, I have a hand tremor that I believe is caused by Parkinson's disease. I am taking medication called carbidopa-levodopa to attempt to control the hand tremor, and it takes several weeks to work up to the full dosage of the medicine. Right now, starting yesterday, I am on 1/2 pill twice a day and 1 whole pill at the end of the day. I'm going to try to do an activity which is easily soloable, but which also has the potential to drop gear that can upgrade what you currently have. There are a certain number of activities in the game which can upgrade your gear from whatever level it is to a higher level. Once you hit, at the current point in the game, 1550 gear level is the soft cap, and to get above 1550 drops, you need to get pinnacle rewards, they're called. But some of your gear, all gets added together, and if I can get my mouse on it there, this shows that I am at 1552 gear level, but I'm actually, I have unlocked 1553. I'm not currently using 1553 on all of my stuff, but some of my stuff is above 1552 or 1553 to the point where I actually have a piece here that's 1555, and I've had some others drop at 1554, and so you get a total of all your gear, your armor and your weapons, and whatever the total number is divided by the number of slots, which there are 8, and that trips the next level. So if you have 8 pieces of gear and the average between them is 1553, then that's what your current gear level is in the game. And one way you can tell that in the season pass is to look at an engram, which is something that contains loot that you can cash in, and it will tell you what your highest current level is on that character. So for this particular character, it's 1553. But if we go back into my actual gear, I have some items that are lower than that. So there are some activities that reward powerful drops, they're called, and those will be at your current average gear level. So at 1553, those will drop. And I have the potential, if I find a piece that upgrades something that I have that's lower than that, then I will boost that gear. So if I were to find a helmet at 1553 from a powerful drop, that will be a +1 upgrade to this one I have. Same thing for this piece of armor, which is called a Mark. I'm currently playing on my Titan Solar class. This one's called Sunbreaker, is the subclass. You can throw hammers around and do some fun stuff with that. I'm going to play with that one a little bit. So the activity I'm going to do is on the new location, Savathun's Throne World. And it's a repeatable activity, but if you run 2 of these Altar of Reflection events each week, then running 2 of them will reward you a powerful gear drop. So I've already done 1 on this character this week, and I'm going to go ahead and launch this one. And here we go. And in case you haven't seen one of these videos before, I am trying to track my progress with the hand tremor to see if the medication over time is improving my ability to play by decreasing the hand tremor, or hopefully stopping it altogether. At the beginning of this little mission here, there is a puzzle to advance to the next stage. These puzzles are very easy once you know the pattern. So I'm looking at a group of rows here, columns, and the ones that don't match with the rest need to be triggered to open up the next stage of the puzzle. I'm holding my right hand with my left hand to try to steady it a little bit so I can see. There's the third one that doesn't match. Now I have to go find the ones that don't match on these other structures. And this pattern will be the same on these structures. So let's see here. That looks like all three are the same. This one is different. There'll be one on three of the different structures. This one is different. This one is different. That opens up the door into the next area. As you can see, I'm having trouble keeping my hands steady today again. I've been playing for about an hour or so. Before I started this activity. Whoops. Threw my grenade and hurt myself. Titans can put up a little shield that will either protect you or boost your damage if it's a lower shield that you can shoot over. They're called barriers. Alright, now that I've killed the last one more of this little group, more enemies will spawn, some of which will be a lot tougher. There's one floating up here somewhere. I heard it scream. And if it can see me, it will constantly shoot at me. There it is. Right, this guy over here on the left is a more powerful enemy. He's throwing a shield at me. I'm just going to get out of his way right now. Now that thing that shoots at you when it can see you, it's called a shrieker, I believe. And in this mission, it will periodically teleport to a different area of the room. Alright, that guy got me, but I will respawn. And no progress lost. Again, this is a fairly easy solo activity. Once I defeat this guy, I have to go up and crush his ghost. He is a light user from the Hive. In the Witch Queen expansion that's currently out, the Hive enemies in the game now have learned how to use light abilities like the Guardians, which is your character's group. Let's see if I can get this thing up there. Alright, now the enemies that are left over in the room are going to start pouring toward the entrance or the exit. Get some of them as they go by me. Otherwise they're just going to congregate and I'll pick them all off later. Could have used that earlier, probably should have. And this is the end of the mission. There's going to be a little talking thing here where the character talks and might lie to you, might tell you some little clues. It's not really important to the reward, it's just the end of the mission.
I asked you before, what is the nature of the relic on Mars? This is the truth. The relic is a compendium of every weapon to ever exist. Every rifle and sword, every explosive, every harbinger of the Awoken, every war mind of Earth, even my own brew's most secret death song. It's all cataloged within this machine, intimately known, and infinitely reproducible. The
So-
witness wants you to think those weapons will all be yours. Because you're more clever than that, aren't you?
And so what Savathun's aspect there was talking about was part of the crafting that was introduced in this expansion. So it's a little bit of lore. The character does lie to you or tell you part truths, so it's not always accurate, but it's a fun little piece of lore for the game. And that's it. Let's see what I got. I got a couple of weapons. Alright, so this one is part of the crafting system. And if I use this weapon, the attunement progress shown on the screen will advance, and then when that's complete, you can extract crafting materials from it. I already have learned how to craft this particular weapon, but I can get more materials from the red border drops if I use those. And the other one I got was a 1553, so it was the powerful reward that I got from the mission. And I already had a 1555 of that weapon type, so I can't easily upgrade it, but I could use that to upgrade one of my other ones that's a little low. So for instance, this rifle. So I'm going to go into the upgrade screen, use some of my crafting or upgrade abilities here. This isn't technically part of the crafting system, but you can upgrade different weapons or armor with better ones that you find. If you don't like to keep the better one, you can use it to upgrade a different one. So I upgraded that one, and it timed me out of the mission, took me back to orbit. But that's basically it for today. Just wanted to put in a weekly video here to see how it's going. Hasn't really changed noticeably for the better. The tremors haven't gotten worse, but I'm not quite yet at the full dosage. I'm 2/3 of the way there. Looks like it put me on Savathun's Throne World, so I'll do some more stuff here later today. In the meantime, everybody have a good day, and thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be back next week.